Today is Friday, March 29th, 2013. This is Peace News Now. Here's what's happening in the world of peaceful evolution. Silver is trading at $29 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at $94 per Bitcoin. In a recent video for the Ridley report, Dave Ridley attends a candidates forum for school superintendent wannabes. One of them is from New Jersey, a state known for its corruption. Ridley catches the school administrator in a lie, as he claims that he's never reported his students for victimless crimes, then moments later admits to having reported them to police for drugs. And don't miss another very revealing video from Dave Ridley where various Manchester City aldermen, as well as the mayor, expressed that they don't care about the First Amendment. Get Dave's videos by subscribing to Ridley Report on YouTube. In other government news, the company govt announced today integration of Bitcoin payments into its popular eGov suite of products. Local governments who offer online payments can now provide their citizens with another choice of payment method, Bitcoin. Integration with a back-end payment processor provides the municipality with the US dollars that they expect, and the transaction costs are a fraction of traditional credit card purchases. eGovt was quick to react to the guidance from the US Department of the Treasury, FinCEN, which came out last week, defining the parameters for using virtual currencies. This guidance clarified the rules and opened the door, allowing municipalities to accept Bitcoin. Government entities accepting Bitcoins is a natural evolution as Bitcoin becomes more popular. Inclusion of this story in the broadcast does not indicate endorsement of taxes in any way. Peace News Now does not recommend funding criminal enterprises such as coercive governments. For example, you know that the US government is killing people around the world. By using the dollar, you are helping the government. It doesn't have to be this way. There is an alternative. Bitcoin is a stateless, free market, non-political currency. Bitcoin is money that cannot be inflated or controlled by any government. Bitcoin returns the power of money to the people. Send money to your friends' smartphones directly without using a bank. Did I mention Bitcoin payments can be totally anonymous? Learn it, use it, spread it. Get started with Bitcoin at weusecoins.com. Ian Freeman published a blog post this week at freekeen.com in which he highlights a recent Keene Sentinel newspaper article. The article tells the story of the Kohl's retail store, which would like to open a store in the old Sears building in Keene, creating jobs for Keene inhabitants. Meanwhile, the city screws up some of its own bureaucratic process and has to delay its own hearing, where Kohl's is to beg for a waiver. The Sentinel reports that city code prohibits uplighting. Gosh, we wouldn't want you to be able to use lights to design things to make your business more attractive. This is one among many provisions called zoning or regulations, where a group of people calling themselves government, or the Keene Planning Board, deem to tell you what you can and can't do with something you paid for, or else they will send men with guns after you. I'd like to be able to say no thanks, as I'd rather not use their planning services, yet I am the radical for wanting peace. Kohl's should be able to open their store without having to ask permission. And so should you. If you are interested in educating others about voluntarism, if you're interested in delegitimizing the state, if you're interested in helping people understand why they must withdraw their cooperation and consent from the state, there is a new contest for you. As Lysander Spooner pointed out, government is dependent on money and men. With money, it can hire soldiers and police. With soldiers and police, it can enforce its edicts and collect more money to support itself. Murray Rothbard, in his classic definition of the state, refers both to its coercive monopolization of a certain geographic area and its forcible collection of revenues known as taxation. Without the ability to collect taxes, we would begin to see the demise of the state. Practically all people agree that stealing is wrong, but most of them do not see taxation as theft. As a new way of addressing the problem, let us find the best methods and arguments for convincing non-voluntarists that taxation is stealing. Contest closes December 31st, 2013. Link to contest rules in the show notes. This has been Peace News Now, your daily 5-minute update on the peaceful evolution. Story links are in the show notes. For peacenewsnow.com, I'm Derek J, reminding you that when freedom is outlawed, only outlaws will be free.